We will be reclined until further notice.
It's our right to let the dishes soak overnight.
And to mow the lawn tomorrow-ish.
We proudly declare that yes, we are still watching that.
And no, we won't be cooking tonight.
We, the lazy, are taking back lazy.
By getting comfy on our Lazy Boy furniture.
Lazy Boy, long live the lazy.
There ain't nothing to be feeling guilty about when you just want to be lazy and you're lazy boy. I love that commercial. That is just the cutest thing. You know, it's an interesting, welcome, I'm Callie Northagen. I've been rocking and just relaxing leading up to this moment, and I'm so excited to have this hour. This is our final hour scheduled for our 5th anniversary celebration featuring the Larson, the #1 bestseller from 5 years ago. You've always loved this version of the Lazy Boy more than any other. And there's a lot of reasons why. And we're gonna get into that. We'll break it down. We're gonna spend some time talking about this incredible legacy company. It's 98 years old next month, born in Monroe, Michigan. And we are so proud to have this brand at HSN because not only is it the brand you know and love, and the world has for almost 100 years, but the pricing at HSN when we offer a big anniversary celebration like this is unbeatable. You will never find this chair or B anything close to these prices. So I'm going to share with you, we have 4 colors, very limited in some cases, and I'll give you updates. We have the chance of either the manual or the power mode. Now here's the cool part about this hot deal pricing is that you can literally get the power mode at the manual mode pricing. That's never the case if you go into any Lazy Boy store. You're never gonna get the manual for the same, or for the power for the same price as a manual. So you're saving between $700 and $800 no matter which choice you make. Let's share with you a couple of things because there's there's so many reasons to buy at HSN. One of them is FlexPay, which you can spread over the course of 5 months. The other is VIP financing for those of you with this HSN card. VIP financing means you get to spread this over the course of 18 months. Literally 18 months, 1 month at a time. We don't wait for that last payment for you to get yours. It's either $55 a month for the manual or $82.77 for the power mode. And you've not paid a dime in interest. If you want to pay this off pay it off in full in 18 months, no interest has accrued. We're holding a balance, but you get the chair. And then there's this. Not only do you get the chair, you get it delivered with white glove delivery, and there's no charge for that. That's an incredible VIP pampered experience that you deserve. You don't have to worry about setting it up. You don't have to worry about lugging it to the room that you want it in. Even if it's upstairs or it's downstairs, somebody's gonna take care of that part for you. So enjoy that. We'll show you more and go through details as we go through the hour. But let's take a look at this pricing once again, because this is our 5th anniversary. We go all out for anniversaries here at HSN, and you can see the price differential there. You're saving, oh my gosh, hundreds and hundreds, but then breaking it into 5 individual payments. You're still only spending, if you want the power mode, less than $300 to get it, and you're paid off in 5 months. If you want the manual mode, it's like less than $200, and you're paid off in 5 months. No charge or interest has accrued. So let's get down to the good stuff, the Larson. This chair is incredible. This is your favorite chair that we've ever offered from Lazy Boy over the 5 years. This is your favorite fabric. It's hard to believe it's fabric because it looks and feels like leather and suede. It is like a nubuck suede. So cushy, so comfortable. The padding inside, we're gonna break it down, tear it apart and show you all about it. So you can really get educated to understand why people fall so in love with their Lazy Boys, that pass them along down the family line, because it's one of those chairs everyone fights to get into. They're so comfortable. They can go all the way back. There's ratcheting. You can set yourself in your favorite position or not, and you can rock and roll. This is the manual mode, as you just saw me kind of work the mechanism. But there's a lot to talk about, and so I'm gonna bring in the big guns, the expert from Lazy Boy, a woman we all love and have for 5 years here at HSN, Miss Amy Salm.
Hello, girlfriend.
I'm gonna come and see you over here.
Oh, I'm already relaxed.
I was just,
and
that's
if
why
I
I'm
sat
treading
here
lightly.
another long minute, I think I would be sound asleep. I have been able to represent, it's been an honor, it is an honor, for 28 years. Can you imagine you live your life sitting in a recliner? And that's the beauty of this. I'm sitting in the power version. So Callie was in the manual. We'll talk about that too. But the power version is the updated, most innovation that we have. This is a wireless remote that is designed and patented by Lazy Boy. It has, similar to your car, you have a home button, you have 2 memory buttons, you have 4 individual motors, and they're actually highlighted in the center where you see the chair, and that will tell you how to operate the wireless remote. So the first is how the chair actually reclines. Callie, we started in 1927 with a wooden slat chair, and the back works independently from the seat. So this is what that means, and it's how we designed the chair even today. So let me switch my fingers here. Watch the back recline, and this is what I call slouching, because when you sit in a sofa, you try to slouch to get comfortable.
Yeah.
So I'm still rocking, I'm still upright as far as the leg rest, but I'm able to recline, and that is how Lazy Boy got started, is that you're able to recline. And as I recline, the back of the leg rest continues to extend forward. So if you're tall like Callie, or short like myself, no matter what you do when you slouch, you never lose lumbar support, you never lose leg support. Then when I'm ready, I can raise the leg rest one touch at a time. So Callie was in our manual recliner to start, which has 54 reclining positions, but manual is infinite. You can stop and start, then you can recline the back, or you can press both buttons at the same time. Callie, this takes us back to 66 full napping inches. And it's just shy of a twin bed that's 75 inches.
Interesting.
So this 41-inch back height, 66 fully open, 35 inches wide, and 39 inches deep gives you so much interior room, and weight tested. All of our recliners are weight tested to 300 pounds. Now, when I'm ready to sit up, you press the home button, but the first thing I'm gonna do is press my memory button. You'll hear a beep, and then that number 1 is set. I'm going to come back to a home position. I don't have to move. Let the chair do all the work for you. And now I'm up and I'm rocking.
And I didn't hear a thing.
No. Whisper quiet. So if you're like me, I have insomnia issues. My husband can be sound asleep, but I hate tossing and turning and waking him up at night.
Yeah.
So instead, I'll get in the recliner, I'll get into that rocking position, which really is incredibly relaxing. That starts to soothe the body. Then I can hit my memory button and I can go back into this. This is my memories 2 that I've already preset. So now I can go back into that position to start resting a little more. And then when I feel like I can fall asleep, I'll go back to the bed. Or to be honest with you, I probably stay in my chair.
Right. No, it's the truth. I fell in love with the Lazy Boy when, not a fun story to share, but back when my guy had an accident.
That's right.
And I ended up I rented a chair for a
That's
couple of years. He
right.
had broken a bunch of ribs and he could not move. So he literally slept in the Lazy Boy for 6 months. He loved it so much we ended up buying it.
Yes.
I wish I would have bought it here, but that was prior to us having Lazy Boy as a brand. So this is really a treat. There's nothing quite like it. There's maybe some copycatters out there, but there's a reason people say, I'm gonna go home to my Lazy Boy. There's nothing better. It is the iconic legacy brand, and this is the real deal, the real McCoy that we are offering. We just happen to have such a significant business with Lazy Boy over the years. We turn around the best values here, and especially, like I said at the beginning, during an anniversary. This is the time to shop. It's been wildly popular. We had a bunch of airings over the whole President's Day weekend.
Yes, that's right.
This is like a follow-up weekend moment, and I think your last chance. If there's one more show tonight, there'll be like 2 left of this color, 5 left of that color, so I don't think there's gonna be enough to even merit a full hour on the air. So let's go through some of the specifics. If you love, these are both the power mode. This is the camel, this is the stucco. We also have it in the whiskey and then that charcoal gray, and that's either or. But when it comes down to the nuts and bolts here, let's just get to it. The manual mode was, if you love that charcoal, there's 6. I kid you not. Oh, 5. If you love the stucco, we've got couple dozen, but only a couple dozen in the manual mode. We have this in both manual and the power mode. If you love the whiskey, there's literally only 43 remaining in the whiskey. If you love the camel down on the far end, and they're all such great neutrals that work in our homes, the camel we're down to 30. So we are really limited in the manual mode. We're going to talk about the benefits of both. Obviously, the price difference is always, it's substantial in retail. Here at HSN, I think it's only a price difference of like $100 or so. Is that the right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so just letting you know that there's the breakdown. So manual, power, and then choose any one of the colors. Today though, oh my gosh, no, it's a big difference to get the power. This is such a good day to get the power, because you're not spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars more like you do in a store.
No, and that's the beauty of our relationship together. We have put together our top-selling custom order features. So your #1 fabric on HSN and Lazy Boy's #1 fabric is this iClean technology called iNorthwest, and I'll demonstrate that in a minute. It gives you a leather print, even down to the leg rest. You'll see some variations in color, because if you get a 100% top grain leather recliner of any kind, or leather of any kind, including purses, you get color variations. We were actually able to do that in fabric so that it looks like it is leather. We've given you these beautiful baseball double stitchings that is what you would get on leather. If you can see what Callie's showing you here, we actually did it on the sides. We didn't have to do this, but you have seams on the outsides also, which is what you will find on leather furniture. And that means that you've gotten that top quality. So we didn't have to do that, but we did, because we want you to think that you're getting that beautiful leather, but you have the incredible maintenance of the fabric. Callie's right. The suede feel, when I always say, Callie, after this fabric, when I take my hands away, I almost feel like my hands are softer. You would think that there's lanolin in this, but being a type of suede finish on it, but it isn't, but it's just that.
It's buttery.
Technology. It is buttery. I love that description.
Gorgeous
So
material.
those are the Larson, again, exclusive to HSN. It's HSN's #1 Lazy Boy frame. You've got our top fabric. We added the coffee finish to the base. The manual has the long arc handle, which is gives you some wonderful detail to the chair. Again, we're stepping the look of the chair up. Then we'll talk about what you're sitting on, the Tempur-Pedic Response Memory Foam. Now, the other thing I want to point out is when you are reclined, and Callie and I'll recline these together, but you hear clicking.
Yep.
That is because we have a 3-position locking leg rest. 1, and you can recline. 2, and you can recline. And look, the reclining, you hear the extra clicking, as Callie said in the beginning, that's our ratchet. That's exclusive to us. And then when you get into that same full bed recline, there's your 66 inches.
You see how that lifts underneath the
The
knees?
leg rest comes up to support behind the knees. And look at the detail in the back. I want everyone to see, when you put special foam in, most companies will start it here where the back is when it comes up, because they think that's where you're sitting.
No
With
way,
Lazy
really?
Boy, we recline all the way. So that beautiful Tempur-Pedic comes way back here that you don't even see. And then it
But
goes
you
all
feel.
the way to the front and underneath the leg rest pad. The back of the recliner, and look, when you move, the back comes with you. It doesn't move separately. It hinges just like our hips hinge. That's on the basic of the design. This is all triple tumbled Dacron in the back as well as the lumbar area. This is my favorite, and how Lazy Boy really got started. We designed the chair specifically so you never lose lumbar support. And then when we put the pad here, we also continue the pad in a T-shape for the kidneys. Most people think of just that lower area, just in the center of the back. Your lower lumbar includes the kidneys, so we're supporting you all the way around the body. And then the arm pads, Callie had mentioned that, we custom cut the foam in the arm pads as well, and that padding goes down the front of the arms here, and it goes all the way to the very back of the arm, because when you're reclined, your elbows are back there. So we never want you to lose support throughout the entire sit of the chair.
Amazing. Those little details
That's right.
that you do that others don't, which is why Lazy Boy has always been the best seller. Always been the only brand to really consider. I am getting updates here, and I'm so sorry, I hate this part, but if you want the manual mode in the charcoal.
In the charcoal, which is here.
3 left. Eeks. So manual looks like we'll be selling out in this show. I mean, 3 left in charcoal, less than 40 in the whiskey that I'm sitting in, less than 30 in the camel, and less than 40 in the stucco, which is this beautiful, the lightest shade. But we don't have to be afraid of a light
Shall
color
we
now.
show that?
Let's do this. This is really important because let's face it, we want to like live and sleep and live, you know, enjoy our best moments in our chairs and our Lazy Boys, watching a football game, having a couple beers, you know, having your dinner. Maybe you're falling asleep with some popcorn and a nice Coke at night. This is so amazing and important. So please look at your TV to watch this.
This is iClean technology. It is exclusive to Lazy Boy. It is not a spray treatment. It is a family-friendly liquid repellency and stain lifting covers, and it covers the entire fiber. So what do? We take bolts of fabric. Now in the furniture industry, a bolt of fabric is 500 yards. The entire bolt is immersed into the solution, water-based, family-friendly. It doesn't come off. It doesn't have any kind of odor. You don't have to worry about anything affecting your skin. But the repellency, usually Callie and I know at night I have the wine, but this is morning, so it's cranberry juice.
Okay.
And look how it pulls on the surface. So what I do is just get the paper towel from the kitchen, look at the spill coming to the paper towel. Because
it literally is coming to it.
Yes. And then I'm gonna grab this one just so you can see again on the corner, because dots will roll off. There's other little baby dots there. I'm gonna open the paper towel and get a fresh one for the center. Just lay it on there. Look, it all came off. There's another baby dot here. I'm gonna pat it just to make sure I got every little bit, because they fall off, those droplets fall off. And this is everything that I got from that one spill. Imagine, cranberry juice, very sticky. It is now dry to the touch, but this is what I love. This is the best part. Even a spill like that, by the time you get to the kitchen and come back to your furniture, if it wasn't iClean, it would already have started to leak through. Yes, you probably could clean it or get a professional cleaner, but it didn't come out of the back. You can clean surfaces, but you can't clean underneath. And this is with iClean, you can. It didn't soak through because it stays on the surface. The other important part that Callie and I are gonna talk about is our seat cushion, because it's customized seating. If you didn't have iClean and it went through the back, it's already sitting on the foam. It won't come out of the foam.
Oh, that's a nightmare. That's why you'd have to like replace the whole chair.
That's right.
Can't just take out a section. So that's through and through.
Yes.
Here's the thing, you don't smell anything, you don't feel any kind of weird like stiff or, you know, texture. It's truly so soft. It does feel like there's like lotion on top of it. It's so smooth and soft. I consider this more of like a nubuck suede leather.
Yes.
It's amazing. I still cannot believe it's not genuine leather or suede, but if it were, obviously super expensive and also hot, you know, and then you're like, oh my gosh, kids, stay off the Lazy Boy. This is one of those like, come on, let's all hunker down.
Yes, you can have your white light colored, and this is a stone color. You can have this light finish in your home. It's repellent and has been graded on waters, wines, coffees, teas, cranberry juices, but it's also stain lifting. So if you did get a stain on it, you're gonna use your paper towel and pick it up. And then after you've picked it up, you're gonna do the same thing. Just pat to get some more up. And you can even clean it with a tiny little bit of water if you have some of that stain left over. It's very family friendly. And it wouldn't be our #1 fabric and your #1 fabric if it wasn't.
Exactly. You are, you know, you're the judge of everything. And this is why it's such a neat product and style, this Larson, to bring around for the 5th anniversary. This is a big deal, and it's been your favorite since the beginning of Lazy Boy coming to HSN. One thing I want to share before we get into the foam on the inside that you did such a great job explaining, but we'll show you inside visually so you can know exactly. This whole white glove delivery situation is so good. We don't charge one more dime for it. This is how it works. Let's talk this through.
It does. We're going to call you in about 7 to 10 days to make an appointment. Now, if you're gifting, no worries. We're going to ask you for the phone number of your loved one so that we can contact them for the delivery. 30 minutes out, we call you to let you know we're on our way. So you're not waiting at home from 8 to 5 wondering what's your turn. When we get there, we're carrying the box and the recliner to any location you want. It does not matter that it's on a 3rd floor. It doesn't matter if it's down in the basement to the man cave or to the home theater area. We are going to do that for you. And you saw on that video, when it comes to the manual, it's so easy. The back comes off the base with just a slide and a glide. And then if you buy the power again are 4 motors, and you can see it again on the wireless remote.
And they'll put this together for you.
Motor number 1, motor number 2, motor number 3, and motor number 4. They slide the back on halfway. They connect all of the power connections together. Then they power it up to a surge protection box that looks like this next to Callie.
Okay.
Callie, I'm gonna let you show that. So this looks like and it is a surge protection box. So you don't need a power strip. You don't need something special for it. And this gets connected then to the actual power wire and goes into your wall. All you do is sit down, put your batteries, which we supply, into your wireless remote and start programming your favorite reclining positions. Now, what Callie's actually holding is our lithium-ion battery that can attach to your power cords so that you can float your recliner in your room if you would like to have that.
I love that
We
option.
give you 8 feet of cord, but not everyone wants the 8 feet. I wouldn't in my home because I have one of those remote-powered vacuums and that I don't want the cords pulled out. So I actually have this attached to the back of the chair here. You attach it to the power wires. It charges in 5 to 7 hours. Look at the back there.
That's so cool to have the freedom.
It charges in 5 to 7 hours. And it can last you anywhere from 3 to 10 days, and it just slides underneath the recliner, and no one even knows that you have a power recliner or a recliner floating in the middle of your room. Now, 3 to 10 days sounds like a lot. That's a 7-day difference. Well, the more you use your recliner, the more power you're going to use in that battery. The nice thing is Lazy Boy thought of, well, how do I know if my battery's dying? We give you beeps. So if that box starts beeping, bring your power cord out, plug it into the back of this. It will charge it again in 5 to 7 hours. Unplug it. It'll be like an overnight. Unplug it, put your power cord away, and now your chair is working again for another 3 to 10 days.
If you want it, though, it's very limited. 79 of them are available. And I know it was just up on the screen for you. 738, I want to say, item number was 738. Somebody want to give me that? 738-521. 79 remain. It is a beautiful thing to have a free flowing kind of living room or put it in the middle of a great room. It comes, of course, with that 8-foot power cord, so it's completely up to you. Update time, charcoal in the manual.
Gone.
It's sold out.
Wow.
Charcoal is gone in the manual, but we do have it in the power mode. Let's go with the camel. We are down to 2 dozen in the manual mode. We've got a few more than that in the power, but not a lot, not even 100. In the whiskey, there's less than 40 in the manual and about 150 only in the power. And then stucco, there's about 2 dozen in the manual.
Wow, we are down to dozens
2
or
dozen
less.
and about a little more than 100 in the power. Wow. So all colors have been selling very, very well. And again, this is the one you love more than any other style or silhouette that we've brought from Lazy Boy over the years. We'll talk about the fact you can break this into payments like 5 months or 18 months, depending on which card you use. I'll give you that update after we show you what's inside and what makes you feel so supported, loved, nurtured, cradled, pampered, all the things that you want.
We are the only company that is a partner with Tempur-Pedic, the #1 memory foam mattress company. It took our engineers and their scientists over 5 years to come to the right cell structure for a seat. And you think about a mattress, well, I would have, before I knew all of this, would have thought, okay, they're just going to take the mattress at 75 inches long and then they're just going to cut it to the width of the right seat cushion. No, you can't do that because the mattress cell structure is over the width and the depth and the length of a mattress. So we had to re-engineer this completely so that you have the right cell structure. What we're going to put underneath is our La-Z-Boy standard high resiliency foam. So this is a cue ball and we drop it, and it's just like what it's for you when you bounce or you sit down in your initial sit. We plop. This is the plop factor, right? Then we go to the Tempur-Pedic that's going to sit on top of this. Watch what happens. The ball is stopped.
Yep.
What you can see is that as I move the ball around, the foam wraps around the ball as well. And then if I sit all the way down, this is like you sitting. This is now protecting your hip flexors. It's protecting your tailbone. It's protecting the backs of your legs, past underneath the knees, all the way down to your ankles. And when you get up, it comes back to its full flat position and ready for the next person to sit down. Not only do you have the La-Z-Boy comfort, but now you have the Tempur Response memory foam. Look at how my fingers disappear and they're supported. And then I get up and this comes back, and the second person or other people that sit down have their own custom sit.
It makes me want to take a nap immediately. I mean, to have that kind of support, not just in the seat, but as you described earlier, the arms, I mean, extra cushy throughout, depending from the lumbar, even around the arms, even under where that breaking point of the back, or the back of the chair and the seat are, even around the side. I mean, it's just over the top. Let's talk about these factories where these are made and distributed from.
So our headquarters are in Monroe, Michigan, as Callie said when she opened this today, and it's been there for 98 years, right? Same place. This is our largest factory in Dayton, Tennessee, where we cut all of our foam. That foam you just saw is how we build around the arm post. We are very specific on the hardwoods that we use in our frames and how we test that wood to make sure it withstands the pressure of you living in your recliner. This is what it looks like when we start cutting those arm areas. And when we put our seat cushions together, this is what we are talking about with the loft of that high resiliency foam. This is the back and the lumbar area. Industry standard is that first stack. That was a single tumble. We triple tumble so that you get that extra loft and extra life that you're sitting in your chair. We use independent companies that actually test all of our fabrics. There's that high resiliency foam getting tested for that plop. And this is a 250-pound metal dummy that will actually test the chair 100,000 times, including the leg rest, how it locks, and then we put it in a box and drop it as if it was up on an 18-wheeler, and it falls on the ground, which accidents happen, but it's very rare. But if it did, and we open the box, what does it look like on the inside to make sure it's fully protected and ready to come inside your home? These are the things that we have done and continue to do as we build innovation and to make sure that we follow the initial iconic standards of 98 years ago.
How good does that make you feel? I mean, just to know the love and the care and the hand workmanship from American workers, and I mean, all of that. There's not a lot of companies that you know of that are around for about 100 years. I mean, they're going on 100 in 2 more years. This is an incredible moment. And you know, it's not like we take $100 off the price that you're gonna find in retail. No. We literally are giving you a $700 to $800 price break during this hot deal moment. And this is our only scheduled airing for the entire day. With that being said, there's the breakdown. You can choose power or manual. The savings is significant, literally over $700 or over $800, depending on which choice you make. Now, FlexPay, that's completely your choice. If you use a card that you love, it's gonna be either $298 for the power or $198 for the manual. That's one monthly payment, 5 months in a row, and then it's paid off, it's yours, and you'll have it the whole while. But this is where it gets really good for HSN card holders. VIP is a wonderful status to have here at HSN. And if you have it, you get to spread this out over the course of 18 months, 1.5 years. All the while you'll have it, and it's white glove delivery into your home. But as that breaks down, it's $55 a month to get the manual and only $82.77 a month to get the power. So think about that. I mean, if you go into any store, even if you could go into a Lazy Boy store and say, I want the Larson. I hear that's HSN's bestseller for the last 5 years. They'd be like, well, we don't carry that brand. That's only theirs. And it's been built on the things that you say you love and want most in your product. But even if you could, you'd have to pay for the whole thing all at once, and it would be, I mean, let's be honest, it would be either $1,700 for the manual and, bear with me, $2,300 for the power, and it would all get on your card right at the same time. Then pay that off slowly as the interest accrues, but that's not how it works at HSN. So we're gonna process orders. I wanna make sure I give you an update. We have lost a color, at least one in the manual. I'll update you on both power and manual when we come back from this little break. If there's somebody you need to talk to about whether or not to do this, call them. This is the only day. This is our last day to do the hot deal price too. So it's the best time to do it, the best savings, the biggest savings, and the one that is most beloved here at HSN. So in the meantime, let me share with you lots of things going on here at HSN, including, of course, the host closet, if you're ever wondering what we're wearing on air. This is a Marla Wynn top. I just worked with her the other night. She's such a fun girl. Let me give you this little sneak peek. Oh, this is the HSN card too, which I love. It's the best card to have. This is the top, once again, 889269. Lots of, several other colors, but it's just cute with the double collar. And I love these little toggle closure. And then these are Colleen Lopez jeans. They're a nice wide leg, which I think is so fun. It's a boot cut, but they're super stretchy. They're the pull-on style. Item 883597. These are Patricia Nash sneakers that I love because they're so comfortable, but all of it is on hsn.com if you just type in the host's closet. There's the details and all the pieces that we'll be wearing throughout the day. But we're gonna take a little break. Like I said, I'll give you an update on colors and options between power and manual with Lazy Boy and this hot deal. So here's a little bit more from Denise Austin. I'll see you in just a minute.
Hi everybody, it's Denise Austin, and I've been helping millions of people stay in great shape for over 40 years. Helping women aspire to be healthy, active, and vital has always been a passion of mine. I am so excited to be part of the HSN family. You know why? I get to inspire you. We are gonna get fit together.
Join fitness expert Denise Austin to live ever better.
Because you are worth it.
Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks like VIP financing on so many items, plus extra flex on every item under $369 all day, every day, and at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $40 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
So I was just getting a scoop from Amy. You know, welcome back in. I'm Callie Northagen. This is Amy Salm with Lazy Boy. I was just asking her about her career. I'm like, it's an incredible thing to be with a company that's for so long, 28-year career with Lazy Boy. And she said, I mean, there's just a cool story here, if you don't mind sharing.
So I've been in the furniture industry since 1980. I have sold many different brands of furniture, and some of them had styles of recliners, some were sofas, chairs, ottomans. And I came to Lazy Boy and I thought to myself, with the way these are built, what have I been selling in my past? Oh. These have 4-sided unibody construction. That isn't out there. The way that they source and test all of their interiors, that's not out there, because I had gone to other plants too. And I was just taken aback by the beauty of how these are made, and to be in the industry that long, and so proud to still be with Lazy Boy, representing them for 28 years. It's such an honor.
I love that story because you've seen it all, the good, bad, and the ugly, and she has stayed with the best in the marketplace, and it's still going as stronger than ever. That's Lazy Boy. So I promised to give you some updates. We do have two options if you're just tuning in. There's a power mode, which you can float in the middle of the room if you'd like, or you can attach it to the 8-foot cord to get yourself power wherever these might be, the living room, bedroom, den, theater room. The other option is the manual. Now today, you can, just so you know, get the power mode for the same price as the manual mode on a normal day. So if you've been wanting to do that upgrade on the power, this is the day to do it. This is the list of colors, and I do want to give you an update here because I know our manual mode, we aired this last weekend during President's Day weekend. This is just kind of a once-in-a-lifetime moment to be able to repeat something from our President's Day sale, and this is why it's down to the wire. We are literally, well, we've sold out of the charcoal in the manual. We do have camel. I think, in fact, right now you're looking at the stucco. The lightest one is stucco. Let me share with you, we've got how... Okay, there's 30 left in stucco in the manual mode. This is whiskey over here. If you want the whiskey, it's a deep, deep brown. It's so rich and gorgeous. Lots of highs and lows because this, although it looks like nubuck suede and leather, it's a material that's making it so much better, and we'll tell you why. We have only 30 here as well. One last color if you're into the chocolate family and you want the lighter shade. We're gonna go all the way down here to the camel. And this one, we are down to 20 in the manual. This one's gone, 30 left in stucco, 30 left in whiskey, and that's in the manual mode. If you want the power mode, we still have all 4 colors, but not even 100 of any one of them. So it is now first come, first serve. Do you want to let's talk about the power benefits of the power mode at the same price that you would spend a manual on any other day. Did you hear that part?
And I am not a doctor, but you heard Callie talk about her significant other and what it was like. I have so many friends and neighbors who have had rotator cuff surgery, or like myself last year, I did break a rib and I know what that's like. You're not supposed to lay down for months when you're recuperating. So the beauty of the power is that at a single touch, you can change that reclining position to fit your comfort level. So I'm just touching the reclining surface one baby touch at a time, and I can feel the difference as I change. Now this is all the way back in the reclining area, but now I can raise the leg rest one touch at a time, and it takes me now into that full 66 inches of reclining comfort. Now, if I want to sit up and watch television, watch the headrest. I don't know if you can see me, there it goes. This can raise up to 55 degrees. So now I'm sitting up and I'm talking to you. We're conversing together. And as I do that, sometimes I want a little more lumbar area. And so I can press this button and it'll give me an additional 3 inches of lumbar. Now the one thing I want to point out to you is that these are all motors. And each of these motors does something specific. So I'm gonna come back to an upright seated position. So all I'm doing is pressing the home button. Everything goes back first, and then it brings me back to an upright seated position. Look at my body, I'm not moving.
Nope.
The chair is doing everything for me. So if I did have a rotator cuff issue, maybe I had that broken rib still, I don't have to shift and move, which is uncomfortable and painful. Now I'm sitting up because the chair did the work for me. When I get up, it is able to rock. But this is something else I want to point out to everyone. You don't have to use the wireless remote if you have the memory set. This is inside a magnetic cradle. There's an area here for you to take the wireless remote out. Again, exclusive and designed and patented by Lazy Boy. But look, there's the home button. And there are the 2 memory buttons on the outside. So you can just reach over and touch one of those buttons.
Nice.
Down at the bottom is a USB charging port. No, it doesn't maintain. It will take you from 0 to 100 very quickly and charge your phone for you. Inside is a Find My Remote button. So if you think, I'm not buying power, I am tired of all the remotes that are running around the house, again, this one stays here. But if you do happen to walk away with it, the Find My Remote will push the button, the remote beeps. So I could carry this all the way across the room and outside of the studio here, and it would still beep. Once you find it, press any button, and that turns the remote off. Now you can place it back in your cradle. If you have little ones at home that love to play with buttons while mom and dad are reclining, no worries. This is a communication button. Slide it to the back. Now the remote control won't work, and the little ones can't play around with it. If you get this home and delivered, and you're like, Amy, mine's not working, double check, make sure your batteries are in the back because we do give you those, and then make sure that you didn't just touch this by accident and didn't even realize it. Slide it forward and your communication works. So look what happens when I press number 1.
Good tip.
And it's going to go all the way
What's
back
this?
to that full recline.
Automatically.
Whisper quiet. Imagine you've got that new baby at home, or maybe you're going to gift a recliner to a baby, a new mommy, new parents, and baby, of course, is up at all hours. We have a lovely granddaughter who's just about a year old, and she's still not sleeping 100% through the night. So mom and dad need to get comfortable. They have a power recliner in there.
Fall asleep right here.
They fall asleep. Baby falls asleep from the comfort, and no one loses that rest.
I am so hating this, but we have less than 20 in that Camel manual mode. In fact, I think 17. So it's really close to selling out. We reach a lot of homes. And I know it's still relatively early out on the West Coast. We reach all time zones, right? We are live. We are right here in our studios in St. Petersburg, soon to be relocating to Westchester, Pennsylvania, but still broadcasting live as HSN up there down the road. But I'm just look at that shot. Let's talk about this material. And before we talk about the material, let's show everybody how this is assembled for them once the white glove delivery experience happens in their homes.
So we will call you, make an appointment. Once we're in the home, we take the back and the base out of the box. The back slides right on the base. And then our gentlemen are going to slide the back on, connect these DIN connectors that definitely lock your motors in place, slide the back on, plug it into the power surge protection box. So you don't need a power strip. The light is green when it's plugged in. You know it's working. Sit down, put your batteries in the back of your wireless remote, which we include for that for you, and just sit and start programming. Now, we've had people ask on hsn.com, why didn't instructions come with this? It would have been easier for me if it did. We put the instructions right here on the wireless remote for you. So if you look here, there is a lighted white back. That shows you that's the back that reclines. This is the leg rest. This is the back lift of the headrest for just that elevation. And then this is the lower part of that back that shows you the lumbar. So this is your instruction booklet. And again, right on the back, the batteries come right here, and they come included. Lazy Boy includes those for you. I think they're just AAAs, 2 AAAs in the back. And then also, Callie, I'm going to kind of get up and go behind you. I don't know if I'll be able to reach it, but that cord that we include in the recliner is over 8 feet. Nope, too short here. But the surge protection box has an area in the back for 2 9-volt batteries. You have those supplied, ready for us. Pop them in the back. If you don't buy the lithium-ion battery pack as an extra, and you are fully reclined in the power version, if you lose power, those 2 9-volt batteries bring you back up to an upright, seated, and rocking position.
Good to know.
Yes.
There's the battery info, 738-521 if you want this. We've got about 70 remain, that's it. 70 lucky people can still get this if you want this for the power mode.
And you can see how it looks. So if you buy the battery pack, it just attaches to the power cords, charges in 5 to 7 hours. Then you disconnect it, slide it underneath, and now all the power cords are out of the way.
Before I tell you about how easy this is to pay this off slowly, I'd love to show you that in-home delivery experience, because some people are like, wow, nothing is worse than having to assemble anything. Well, you not only don't have to assemble, you don't have to deal with anything, right?
Right. Again, we are going to make an appointment with you in 7 to 10 days. And The day of delivery, we call you 30 minutes out to let you know we're on the way. We will place this in any room of your choice. So it's downstairs, it's upstairs, basements, it does not matter to us. The back on the manual just slides on. You sit down and start using that handle to get that desired one of 54 different reclining positions, and you just saw the power. The power has other connections connected to the power surge box and into the wall, and you sit down and start programming your favorite reclining positions and putting them into the memory. It really is that simple, and you are going to have your chair in about 21 to 28 days, depending on how the sales have gone since over this last week. This is everything that we have done in this chair are our top selling custom order features. If you found a recliner at lazyboy.com and you put all of these features together, it's about 6 to 8 weeks for that. And then you have to wait for your delivery period as well.
Oh, well, that's really another part of being an HSN VIP shopper with Lazy Boy and for Lazy Boy, because there's no other brand like it. I mean, nothing even comes close to the quality that is put into each and every chair made right here, you know, and distributed amongst the 14 different factories and distribution centers around this country to your front door. So what a treat to know that not only is it a Lazy Boy, it's a Lazy Boy at $700 to $800 off. If you could find this there, you'd find a Lazy Boy of some sort, but you would not find this one. This one is, like I said, our #1 bestseller from 5 years ago and continues to be that. And it's just one of those, this is like a mini Today Special kind of moments and pricing opportunities. So with that being said, 5 months to pay it off. If you have any credit card you love, that's fine. We accept all of them, even Apple, PayPal, all of it. Just let us know what card you prefer, and you can spend as little as $198 to get the manual, $298 right now to get the power. No charge to ship because all of that is included, and even with that VIP white glove delivery experience. So that's an easy way to do it, separating it out over 5 easy months, but you get it delivered within 21 days. Now, if you do have that HSN card or you want to apply for it today, you're instantly going to become a VIP shopper and can then take advantage of extended extra 18 months to be able to pay this off. 18 months of flex pay, basically. And that breaks down to about $55 a month for the manual, only $82 and less than $83 a month for 18 months to get the power. So if you've dreamt of it, wanted it, keep in mind you can get the power mode today at these prices, which is the same price as what you would spend normally on the manual. So this is a really big savings, and it's all up to you as to which color, which choice, manual or power, and which color. Although we have lost, I know officially the charcoal is gone in the manual. Camel is an inch away from its life of being sold out. There's less than there's a dozen in the camel. The stucco is the lightest shade, which don't be afraid because we'll show you that wine demo again. We've got about 2 dozen left here. And then if you want the whiskey, which is that deep, dark, like sexy, sexy chocolate, same thing there, a little more than 2 dozen remain. Before we talk about the memory foam on the inside, I want to show you, because these colors for some might feel like, ooh, it's light colored. What am I going to do if something, you know, spills or have an accident?
You don't have to worry. Yes, you don't have to worry. This is cranberry juice. It is the stickiest of all the juices if you've ever had to clean it up around your kitchen counter or tables. This is a family-friendly, water-based solution. There's no feel to it. There's no smell to it. We take an entire bolt of furniture fabric and we immerse this into this water and family-friendly solution so that every single fiber, whether it's on the walnut because that's dark or the stucco that's my lightest of the 4 colors, this is on all of them and it lives with the life of the fabric. So I'm going to pour the cranberry juice. Now it went on the table and this is what would normally happen in your home. So Callie, I'm going to let you grab that and clean that up. But this is the spill on your furniture. Look what happens. This is just your normal paper towel. There is nothing special about this paper towel. No, Lazy Boy doesn't supply those. This is just, look at this. It is just pulling the liquid away from the furniture right on the paper towel. I can even lay it down if I so choose. And look what happens. These little dots that have fallen off what I call the mother spill, which we don't normally always see. Look, I'm going to turn it to a new corner. It's going to draw this into, and it sits on the surface, the last of these little dots.
Wow.
Yeah, so let's show you what that spill was. Okay, there's the spill. Whoop, wrong way. There's the spill. And I see a couple little baby drops right here in the middle because the spills do move when you have microfiber that's treated with the iClean technology. Again, this technology is exclusive to Lazy Boy. All right, there's some little bit extra that you may not even have noticed was on your furniture. It is now dry to the touch, but this is where the stains don't go because every fiber was encompassed in this family-friendly solution, and it doesn't go through the back. If it did, it would already be living in the back, which professionally cleaned doesn't come out. If you went to the big box store and bought cleaner for upholstery, it won't come out of the backing. And then it definitely doesn't come out of the foams that are inside, which even stains the wood if it goes down inside.
Point, yeah.
Never comes out, and that's where the smells continue to live.
Two things on that. This is the same demo prop that you have used for every single show with a red bottle, a glass of red wine or the cranberry juice. So nothing has leaked through or seeped through over all those many, many demos. So keep in mind, and not every manufacturer does this. In fact, as you said, Amy, this is exclusive to the Lazy Boy brand. Boy, we've only got 10 minutes left in the show. There's no other show scheduled at this point for the Lazy Boy. So this hot deal is hot. It's a hot, hot deal. 10 left in the Camel manual. Charcoal manual is gone. 2 dozen left in stucco manual, 2 dozen left in the whiskey manual. Let's get back into that foam that you were just talking about. So those, you were saying the spills don't seep into anything.
So let me bring the swatch back over to give you another idea of what we're talking about. If you had fabric and furniture at home and you've had any spill, and it's not Lazy Boy and it's not iClean, it spilled, you probably were able to get the spill up, then you brought a fan out to dry it, I'm sure, because this is dry already. After you cleaned this, you thought you were good to go. No, it still is living back here that you cannot see, but in Lazy Boys, you don't have to worry about that. But then on the immediate undersurface is the foam that you're sitting on. The way we build this with the Tempur-Pedic, from the Tempur-Pedic company, it's our Tempur Response Memory Foam. What does that response part mean? Means when you sit down and all of that memory foam follows you to encompass you in a customized seating. If you didn't have that on the surface of the fabric, guess what? That cranberry's living here now, and you can never get that out. Underneath that, we use Lazy Boy's high resiliency foam. So this is when you first sit down and the plops that we give you. So it accepts that and you always have that bounce. But then when you sit down and start moving, this is what takes care of your body. Look at that. I'm able to push it all the way down. So this is your body weight. And then as you get up, it recovers and is ready for the next person to sit down.
For years and years and years, I mean, these come with a limited lifetime warranty. That's how good it is. That's why Lazy Boy, #1 brand for a reason. #1 brand staying at the top of the game for 98 years.
98 years.
That's an amazing accomplishment. And I know you recognize it. You don't go shopping for a recliner, you go shopping for a Lazy Boy.
Yes, we are that iconic brand. We invented the recliner. We are still headquartered for our world headquarters in Monroe, Michigan, as it was 98 years ago. Our largest plant is in Dayton, Tennessee. We employ over 10,000 men and women who build handcrafted furniture. This is heirloom quality. If you had a parent or a grandparent that had Lazy Boy, again, we've been in business for 98 years. This furniture, because of the quality and the way it is built, is passed down from one generation to the next. The longest I've ever heard of somebody owning their Lazy Boy was 45 years. They didn't want to give it up. They admitted to me that it had duct tape on the seat because they loved their chair and didn't want to try something else. We have had a mother call in here on HSN and said, I I got my first Lazy Boy when I rocked my son in it when he was 25 years ago. It was his 25th birthday. I don't know if you remember this. And the mother was giving that recliner to him in his first apartment, and she was buying a Larson to get herself ready for her new innovation. He could have the old one and live in that, and she could have a brand new one.
Oh my gosh,
These are the stories that I get to hear over these 28 years.
It gives me tingles.
I know, right? That is, when you buy Lazy Boy, you can go into other furniture stores and say, I want a Lazy Boy. Even if they're not an authorized dealer, they're not going to say, go out the front door, take a right, or take a left. They're going to walk you to their department, and they're going to sell you what you asked for. It was a recliner. You just asked for the generic version. Check your furniture. How do I know if I have a Lazy Boy? Look for the four-sided frame. Turn it over. We ask you to. We are a four-sided unibody construction. The rocking mechanism is very evenly distributed versus off-centered, which a lot of, in most companies are. Look at the outside. Do you see on your handle, does it say Lazy Boy? Tip it over again. Do you see Lazy Boy underneath? I mean, we're so proud of our products that we put our name on it, and we want you to know that the testing that we do, the building that we do, the hand craftsman is how we're able to give you that limited lifetime warranty. Lifetime on the parts, lifetime on the mechanism, lifetime on the frame, and then all of the other warranties can be found right on hsn.com.
That's incredible. What a company to stand behind their brand and to continue to evolve and bring what customers want the most and keep coming back to it, not wanting to part with their 45-year-old Lazy Boy. And I get it. That's the kind of longevity you get with something that is built that well.
That's right.
It's not a lot of things that are built as well today as they were back in my grandparents' time,
That's right. That's
but
right.
Lazy Boy is.
Yeah.
So this is last call on either of these two colors in the manual mode. Stucco, last call. Whiskey, last call. We do have both choices in the power. Again, keep in mind, you can get the power today for the same price as a manual in retail pricing normally. So this is a nice opportunity. Here's your charcoal, and I'm sorry this is gone in the manual, but we do have it in power. This is the camel, which is now gone in the manual, but we do have it in the power. So it's the same item number. And do you see the pricing today compared to what we will offer the Larson after this? It's a $700 to $800 price difference. Yes. That's savings that goes back in your pocket. You know, you would think that's great, and that's probably going to exclude that whole white glove delivery experience, but it's inclusive of that white glove delivery experience. So feel like the VIP that you are by shopping here at HSN. Let's share with everybody one more time what happens. You place your order right now, and then you will get a call.
That's right. We call you in 7 to 10 days. We work with your calendar and ours. And we also will call the recipient if you're gifting, because Mother's Day and Father's Day are coming up, or maybe it's just because day, right? So just because day. We make that appointment. And 30 minutes out, so you're not sitting home waiting all day, whether it's a grocery delivery or whatever it is, you're always getting deliveries. I'm always waiting at home. We call you 30 minutes out and let you know we're on the way. We will, you just tell us when we open the door, you tell us where you want this. It is okay. We don't frown upon it because it is your home and it's your new furniture. We put the back on the base. That's all that's to it when you have a manual recliner. Then you reach down, you start with your Lazy Boy arched handle, and then you get into that perfect comfort zone that makes you happy and very relaxed. When it's the power version, the gentlemen are going to put the back half on, then they are going to connect the wires for the 4 motors, and then attach it to the surge protection power box and plug it into the wall. Please have 2 9-volt batteries ready, because the surge protection box offers that as a support for you, so that when you happen to lose power and you were fully reclined, it allows you to come back up to an upright seated and rocking position. And if you want to have your recliner floating in the room, don't forget our lithium-ion battery. It is UL certified, which, by the way, Callie, everything in Lazy Boy is also Green Guard Gold certified, which is the highest of all certifications that you can get, because we care about the emissions in your home and your comfort in your home. So I want you to know we're even highest on that. And yes, we take the boxes away because 96% of all of our packaging is also recycled.
I do not want to get out of this chair.
Yes.
You won't either. Do this for yourself today. Do it today. Do it while you can save all the money that you're saving by getting it here. Yes, you can go to a store and find something that's a lazy boy, but not the Larson, not savings that are $700 to $800 off. And most importantly, it's an investment forever and ever, amen. Whether you put it in your living room, your bedroom, side by side in a den or a TV room or a theater room. It is true that people fight to who gets to sit in the lazy boy. It's the first chair that's going to be taken, no matter if it's movie night or just watching the news, having your dinner while you're catching up on the day. But it is really a treat to be able to have this brand here. And as we celebrate 5 years together, our 5th anniversary, this is a moment. This is not a normal day. This is not a normal price. This is a very special price honoring a very strong relationship that we have had with Lazy Boy for the last 5 years. And it's truly been a pleasure. And I love especially when we can turn around savings to our customers. That's the biggest goal, and that's the biggest treat for me. So as you're looking at the colors, go for any one that you're looking at first, but okay, really, we're taking a lot of calls. A lot of people watch and wait to place their order. The thing is, we don't have a lot of these left. That's why we have this one show scheduled for the entire day. I know this is something that is it's a considered purchase.
It is.
But when you can break it into little itty-bitty monthly payments, it doesn't hurt at all.
No, and I always think about it. If you hold on to your Lazy Boy before you pass it down to the next generation, think about that over a 10-year, 15, 20, 25, 35, 45 years that you've had this heirloom quality furniture. This is not something that you might see a neighbor put out on the curb.
Never.
It's never a Lazy Boy that you see on the curbs, ever. Because the family always wants to keep it within their different generations.
I'm excited for you guys. Thank you so much, Amy.
Thank you.
Truly.
And for those of you who purchased Lazy Boy this week, we thank you and are honored to be a part of your comfort in your home.
Oh, you're going to love it. It'll be there any day. Item is 85681. Get yours while you can. I'm hungry, so I'm making my way to the kitchen.
Let's have some lunch.